Hi, I'm Ezra and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've re-dyed my hair. It now looks calico again, which is brilliant because when I added red, it looked really cool for like 2 seconds, and then as soon as I washed it, it was pink. And I like pink, but pink is not calico, so it's back, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to my boyfriend's unhinged TikTok reposts, and as an avid TikTok user, I do feel like it's going to be very silly, so I think you're going to enjoy this one. Let's get going. Let's start watching some TikToks that my boyfriend thought he should repost. Big slay. Big mother fucking slay. Love that. Get it, Grandma.
I never understood the whole pronoun thing and why people think it was okay to push their agenda till we believe. Or burning that flag and waving their own, talking trash but they don't want to go home, 'cause they're in the land of the free. Sounds like a whole lot of bullshit to me.
That would make me feel so unwell. Completely appreciate the value of the video though, because he clearly doesn't understand pronouns, does he, this singer? Seeming as he's literally shit-talking pronouns the entire time, and uses 16. This person did 16 shots. God, that would make me feel so unwell. I really like that. This is good. This is good so far. My boyfriend's reposts.
What if the United States, Mexico, and Canada became one country? If all three nations joined together to form a single country, they could call it CUM. Or
I really wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. That took me by surprise. Let's watch more.
Check out these photos. You're about to experience something called the Thatcher effect. Here's the first one, and the second one, and the third one. Now flip your phone upside down, have another look, and hit like when you see it. Check out these photos. You're about to experience something called the Thatcher effect. Here's the first one, and the second one, and the third one.
I love that. I love that so much. It worked. I love my boyfriend so much. Actually, maybe even more after this video. I just love seeing dogs being filmed from that angle. I do it to Mr. Wizard all the time. He's obviously a cat, but I do it to him all the time. And because it's usually nighttime, and obviously I'm not just gonna like shine a flash in his face, the video never looks very good. So if it does escape the drafts, it like doesn't really get any views, but so funny. Like that dog, I love it. Adorable and true. That's all I have to say for that one. What am I watching? What am I watching? Who posted this? It's got 4 people that I follow on TikTok have reposted it, which is really funny because it's so silly.
Please tell me about this guy.
This guy is Hort.
Kind of
speaks for himself.
I love Hawk.
I can see you have questions on your face.
Yeah, how did Hawk, why did Hawk, where did Hawk?
Well, Hawk is obviously a horse shark. And these are the randimals.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, randimals are
Whoa.
hybrid animals.
Oh,
And,
I've just realised what's happened to you. You've been hawked.
But it was all based on a children's book about my dog, Ollie.
Ollie?
Ollie was a randimal. He was part basset and part lab.
Right.
In the story, he chews toys pretty good. She manages to stitch the horse and the shark back together. And there is the birth of Fork, the question that you had right at the beginning, where she goes on to create many more randimals. B-Rex, Octopus, Huck, Jumble, it goes on. Guard, Ellerilla,
This
Sea Dog.
is a great cast of characters.
When they go on that journey to a toy store, all the other toys are less than friendly in the beginning to the randimals because they look a little bit different. Elephant Gorilla, she teaches the randimals this beautiful message. What makes us different makes all the difference in the world.
Oh,
How boring would it be if we were all the same?
that's such a lovely message.
Oh,
I
thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much.
Thank you so much for telling me about your amazing cast of characters.
That's adorable. I love that. I want one. I want one. I want an animal that's two different animals. Actually, I have... Where is it? That reminds me of what I have, which is Gerance. Gerance is a crocodile, and he's also a giraffe. My voice went, a giraffe. Very, very fun. Da-do, 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 da-do. Yeah, I love him. Gerance. I've had him for ages, which is why he's got some loose threads. He needs to go to the stuffed toy hospital. On to the next TikTok. They're curly. They're curly whirly rats. I want one. I actually owned 4 rats with one of my exes. We co-owned, well, to be honest, they were his rats, but I was just there. I was living there. But we had 4 rats. We had Remy, Leia, Lilo, and Stitch. I don't know if you knew that about me, but yeah, I've looked after rats before, and it was adorable. I loved them so much. Yeah. Next TikTok. Just so silly. Absolutely unhinged. When I said to you that this video was gonna be unhinged, this is the kind of vibe I really wanted. I wanted, like, strangely, just too much editing. Like, too much editing of people's pets and then putting a sound to it and just posting it on TikTok. And it obviously blowing up. Like, of course. Why wouldn't it? It's perfect. It's elite content. I agree. Why not? I love ducks. Ducks, dogs, cats, wizards, all sorts.
Nigel Farage likes borders.
Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders. Borders.
And he doesn't like migrants.
Migrants. Migrants. Migrants. Hundreds of migrants. Economic migrants.
Sometimes he stands on top of the White Cliffs of Dover, pointing at migrants who are trying to reach the UK and qualify for a British passport in the hope of a better life. But it turns out there are some economic migrants that Nigel likes, and some borders he's happy to help them cross. Take a look at the new Register of Members' Interests, where MPs have to declare which second jobs they've taken. It turns out Farage was just paid £40,000 by a US-based company called Nomad Capitalist. According to their website, Nomad's mission is to help economic migrants transcend borders. But of course, these migrants are not fleeing persecution or desperate poverty. No, they're multi-millionaires fleeing the taxman. And Nomad Capitalist is a wealth consultancy that advises them on how to qualify for passports from different countries so they can offshore their money. So, if you're a wealthy economic migrant, how can Nomad, and by extension Nigel Farage, help you? Well, Nomad say they can grow your passport portfolio and get you multiple second citizenships in different countries. They even tell people to leave your country now and dismiss America and Britain as legacy brand countries. Nomad Capitalist run the Nomad Passport Index, ranking the best passports that economic migrants should try to get their hands on, while showing them how to do it. Farage was just paid £40,000 to give a keynote speech at the Nomad International Conference in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Hundreds of wannabe taxation migrants gathered there to learn how they too can qualify for second, third and fourth passports from 28 different countries. And Nigel Farage was there to inspire them.
I was invited to speak to this group 2 years ago. This audience is about 3 times the size.
Indeed, Nomad billed its conference, the one where Farage spoke, as 4 glamorous days learning the most up-to-date offshore tax strategies. Britain is a wealthy country, but the gap between rich and poor is now, with the exception of the United States, the highest in the developed world. Our public services, like the NHS and schools, are crumbling. And one reason for all this is the ease with which the super rich can move their money overseas to avoid paying their fair share of tax. They can do that because there's an entire industry that exists to help them do it legally. And a British MP, Nigel Farage, works for that industry. For Farage, a world without borders is fine, as long as it's only for the super rich.
Big bad vibes. God, I hate Nigel Farage. Oh my god. Let's be real, when I was doing these reposts, I knew that we would get political because I actually was scrolling past most of the political ones just because otherwise this video would be entirely political and I wanted it to be silly. But I had to leave this one in because I am genuinely shocked that this is even legal. Like, what do you mean? Like, you can just offshore your tax so you don't have to pay as much. But like, why do rich people want to not pay tax when they can obviously afford it, you know? Oh god, that's awful. People like Nigel Farage constantly talk about borders and immigration as if it's like the worst thing in the world. But when it comes to rich people, they're like, yeah, come on in. Yes, we'll find a way for you to not pay as much tax even though you can absolutely afford it. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it is about when people earn more money, they just really want to keep it. They're like, oh no, like, it's mine, and they're like hogging it, and it's just like, you could do so many good things with your money. Like, all of the people that are billionaires are like the worst people. Why are they the worst people though? Imagine if it was a good person that was the richest man in the world. Richest person in the world, you know? Like, what if that was a good person? So many good things could be done with those billions. But no, it's Elon Musk and he is awful. Okay, last TikTok. We're gonna end on a high. This one looks silly and funny, so I'm gonna click on it.
How you been doing today?
Grandma, is this really necessary?
What?
Well, you have blasters everywhere and you have this giant tower in front of me. What do you need it for? You know how much ammo that has?
I don't know, moment for moment, when I'm gonna need it.
I mean, Grandma, like, I know we battle each other every night, but you're taking this too far.
I'm not taking it too far, I'm ready.
It's just
That's what you call ready.
I'm
Scan the house.
ready for what? There's still darts in the bag?
We
What?
might need them, you never know.
What?
That is so much ammo. That is a huge Nerf gun. I have never ever seen a Nerf gun that huge. That's so silly. I love that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it fun. Please do subscribe and leave a comment below. And if you have any ideas on things that you want to see me do or you want to see me watch, then please do let me know down below. Thank you. Bye.